Okay. On the last stream, we learned how to fish, which is just crashing into the fish. Oh no. We did this already. Oh, we need more fuel. I have to figure out the fuel puzzle. Okay. Okay. So, alright. I'm like this close to just turning this game off and playing something else, to be completely honest. Like, this whole village was such a pain. Oh, these are items. We already did all this. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is traditional RPGs. Look at that dude. Is that a monkey? I don't know what that is. Like, the masked men of Taka are all warriors. We protect the forest, protect our king, we strike down wild animals. We let our guard down, we thought Valua was not the enemy. We even had a festival welcoming them. Suddenly Valua captured the king and the sky filled with ships that spat fire. We could do nothing. Like, trying to do this like second errand is just real obnoxious, and it like kind of feels like this is where the game's going. Oh, I got a moonberry. Sweet. Can I get more special moves? I have 2 moonberries. Ooh. Vice summons the spirit of an ancient air pirate to defend and counterattack for his crew. I'm into it. I don't think Drachma has a special move. I don't think I've unlocked anything for him yet. So we're a little lopsided, but whatever. Is there anything else up here? I can't even really tell. I don't think so. No, there's nothing else up here. Yeah, RPGs of this time, I felt like made you jump through a lot of hoops before you got to like the stuff you wanted, especially late game. And yeah, I feel like we're heading in that direction, where it's like, oh, I gotta be in the right mind place. Mind place? Oh, there's a thing over here. Did I find it? I got it. Congratulations, me. How do I use it? Where is it? Is it in the items? This game. There it is. Okay. Great, we did it. My mind place, yes. How's it going, Panda? Yeah, I feel like I gotta be in the right headspace. That's what I meant to say. Headspace, mind place, it's the same thing. I gotta be right in the right headspace to, like, I don't know, put up with the nonsense that this game is gonna throw at me. And then it was just like, you need fuel, and I was like, oh no. I wasn't ready for that. I just wanted to get on with the game. Who are you? It's the whole dialogue box. Look at this kid. Who are you? My father's not here. The same with projects, gotta get in their headspace. Yeah, man. The thing about projects versus video games is that I feel like with projects, you gotta like power through because you want to get them done in like a normal amount of time, you know? But like with video games, like who cares? Finish it at your own pace. To judge from your appearance, I gather you came from Ocean Way. Okay. All right, lady. I've been trying to emotionally power through getting through some pages. Hi. Youth. Hello. You don't seem to be from this town. Who are you? Oh, we got a little cutscene. We're not actually. We had to cross the South Ocean to get here. My name is Vice. Wow, you're able to cross the South Ocean? That's impressive. My name's Hans. It's good to meet you. We're Blue Rogues under the command of Captain Sentime? That's not a name. We had to crash land here after a hurricane knocked us off course. Sentime, he's the Blue Rogues that takes in orphans and trains them. I also heard he's a brilliant engineer. Yeah, he was. I mean, is. The Bluins kidnapped him and are forcing him to build weapons. We're staying here and working on the ship until he returns. Oh, I hope he returns soon. Wait. He's captured and they're like, we'll wait for him to come back. Like, not a solid plan, dude. Hey, Hans, I was wondering if you could help I was wondering if you could help out some fellow Blue Rogues. We burned all our fuel crossing the South Ocean. Could you spare a few moonstones? Of course, we got plenty to spare. Here, take these. This is like handling gasoline with your bare hands. You're welcome. Well, I need to get back to work. Good luck. You received the moonstone fuel. Never occurs to Hans to be like, hey, can you actually help us? We could actually, we could really use your help, actually. We got a crystal. There is nothing else out here. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because like, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've noticed with projects, with like art projects and writing projects, is that it's just painful. Like getting it to the way you want it is just like, especially when you're like kind of a novice, which I am with as far as making pages, drawing pages. It's painful to do. And it's like, well, you can wait till you're in the right headspace, but like, it's always gonna be painful. So if you wanna get it done, you kinda have to power through that. And the thing that I keep telling myself, as far as like making the art, is that like, it'll be good when we're done. Hey, Harpoon Cannon. Hopefully you show up at the right opportune times for us. I assume you're a pretty big fan of this game. Hey, we're back on our little jack. We gotta go north. We can't get up there, can we? No. That's the truth. Getting the actual product to the mental image is hard as yeah, and it never works the way you think it's gonna work. I think this is where we have to be. But like, I try to power through, and then once you power through that initial hump, you start having fun, and then once you finish, like the end result is something that you really love. So like that's the thing that like tries to get me to work every day, is that like, well, when I'm done, I'm gonna like it. So it gets me over that initial hump of like painful creation. Hey, what's that smell? It smells like something is burning. Drachma, look on the horizon. I did a drachma there for you. The forest. This dude's got like a giant lighter on his ship. I kind of, oh man, this is the 5th Admiral, the Chameleon. The little arm with the hold in the, that's great. It's like he's making a giant flambe. but also terrifying. He's destroying everything. Is this more or less damage than an NFT? Burn, burn! Witness the awesome power of my flame cannon. The thicker the forest, the more it burns. After I burn down the forest, I'll be able to find the lost city of Risus. And the moon crystal will be mine. Lord De Loco. There's a ship approaching from the aft. From the aft? It matches the description of the air pirates. Vice is here? This is the kid that escaped from the Grand Fortress and defeated Belza. Perfect, perfect. He's just in time to feel the heat of my flame cannon. I wonder how he likes his food. Medium? Or perhaps well done? I hope he doesn't die too fast. It's a bold move to be like, I'm gonna put myself in a helmet and then also wear goggles. That's a bold choice. The forest. This is horrible. What kind of twisted psycho would do this? Whoever it is, they'll have to deal with me. If we get by that blast of fire, we're done for. We'll have to dodge the flames and counterattack. All right, we're in ship-to-ship combat. Not my strong suit. Belza was really difficult, so we'll see how this goes. Hee fear of the power of the invincible chameleon. Okay. All right, we're gonna light torpedo this turn because we have advantage on that other one. We're going to heavy cannon that turn as well, and we're just going to focus and focus. Try to hammer him on that turn where we got the slight advantage. I think that's what the C means. I can't exactly remember. Maybe we should have buffed ourselves with magic. I totally blanked on that. It's all right. He's just focusing the whole time, which terrifies me. We did it. We did a chunk. Damn you, Vice. You dare even scratch my precious chameleon? You will pay for your insolence. Lord De Loco, we must repair the damage as soon as Silence. It may be damaged, but a perfect machine will never break down. Just you watch. I'll make sure you have a taste of each and every one of my cannons. Okay, so we get to harpoon at least once. I think we can only do once a turn. But we're gonna make a choice at the end of this turn. Figure this out. Let's do light torpedo again. And heavy cannon again. And let's do some magic. And then let's guard. Wait, we want to make sure that we have enough. Let's back it up. We got to make sure that we have at least 15 so we can fire the cannon. Or so we can fire the harpoon. Let's do the 3-inch. Do the light torpedo here. Well, focus. We're gonna take a hit, but maybe it's fine. We're at full health. Oh no. Maybe it's not fine. Maybe it's fine. Wow. Okay. It's fine. He had evasive action and an attack. I think that was the torpedo though. It's time for the main event. You better watch out. You better not get too close or you get burnt. I think that's a clue. Wait, we don't get a choice? Okay, whatever, it's fine. Let's use the old harpoon cannon. Let's heal up. And then we're just gonna guard. Guard. That's weird that it didn't give us a choice. Maybe we made a choice based on our actions?
Harpoon cannon, fire!
Okay, let's see the flamethrower. We took some amount of damage. You like that, Vice? That's what you get for scratching my ship. Damn, I didn't think that flying piece of junk could do that much damage. Listen, boy, focus our cannon fire on the turn right before he attacks. It'll knock him off balance. His ship is relatively small. If we can knock him off balance, he might not be able to use that cannon. Okay. We just gotta survive this turn so we can get to the get to use the harpoon cannon again. All right. Wait. I think we ran out of our... Let's just, before the turn even starts... Let's just do the light. Excuse me. And then we can do a ship, we can use an item. Let's use a repair kit. So we're not using... I want to be able to use the harpoon cannon. This is really annoying. Okay, we need to make a choice. I wish I knew how many like guts points we were generating at the beginning of the turn. But it's fine. I wish I had a fifth guy. That's what I want. That's what I want right here. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't know if it's gonna be fine. Just a real defensive turn. Yikes. It's fine. It buffed right out. Wait, can you... Oh, you can move the torpedo hit. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So you can stack the torpedo hit, the 3-inch blaster, and the heavy cannon all on the same turn, if you wanted to. That's really interesting. We're just gonna end it with the harpoon cannon here, though. Hi, girl. How you doing? My dog is coming over for a visit. Hi.
Harpoon cannon, fire!
The ship battles really feel like, hey, survive as long as possible so that you can use your harpoon cannon, which will just instantly murder people. Then I got a level up. She worked that ship so hard she actually got better at this. We got another captain's stripe. We got a B-type cannon. I don't know what that means. What? What? Impossible. My flame cannon. How? By the way, I just want to point out, this fight was far easier than Belza. Like, that fight was so difficult compared to this. It can't be. It can't be. Look at this dude. Look at him. Glorious. There was no way that they could defeat me. It must be a dream. A dream, I tell you. Sir, get a hold of yourself. We must retreat. Head back to Moonstone Mountain. Alright, we got them on the run. They're probably searching for the moon crystal too. We've got to hurry. King Axataka. So you're the people that have come from the eastern skies. The High Priestess informed me of your arrival. Somebody got here before us? How is that possible? They also told me that you drove off the fire-breathing ship. I mean, I guess magic. That was destroying our land. Thank you on behalf of our people, the forests and Quatia. It was nothing, really. We're just doing what we thought was the right thing to do. I was driven from my land and forced to live in this hut. He has disdain for the hut. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the position to compensate you for your bravery. However, I will do anything that is within my power as king to reward you. Is there anything I can do for you? Actually, Your Majesty, we did have something we want to ask of you. We're looking for the green moon crystal. You know, the thing that they were looking for, can we have it instead? The green moon crystal. Perhaps you speak of the legendary sacred green stone? The men from Valua came looking for the same thing, but I don't know where it is. However, if the stone did exist, it would probably be located in the lost city of Rexus. Lost City? Rexus? I believe that was the name of the capital in Axataka in the old world. You are correct. And it is said that the buildings, even the streets, were made of pure gold. Gold? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's find Rexus right now. Calm down, Akia. You're embarrassing me. So you know where Rexus is located? I'm afraid not. It's been hidden for generations. People call it the City of Mists. It may not even exist anymore. One of my high priests knows a great deal about the old world. His name is Asapa. If anyone would know, it would be him. I see. Would it be alright for us to meet him? He is not here. The Valuans took him to Sacred Mountain. In the mountain is a mine that contains what you call moonstones. So the Valuans kidnapped one of your high priests who's being held prisoner in the Moonstone Mountain. Vice, what should we do? Probably just look for Rexus and ignore this whole thing. We'll try to find Rexus ourselves. Let's break into the Moonstone Mines. We can try to save Isapa. I love that the game's like, hey, do you want to make the wrong choice? It appears to be our only option. Breaking into Valua's stronghold isn't going to be easy. You willing to risk your lives to save Asapa? Our sacred mountain is south of the Hortaka village. Be careful. Leave it to us. Onward to Moonstone Mountain. So we want to go straight south. Oh, there's stuff in here. We got another sham. Is there anything else? Listen to those wood creaks. This thing's really creaking. Stay here for a second. We're gonna use the sham. We don't have any other shams. No, we don't. Can we use... B cannon? An upgraded version of the G cannon. We never even got the G cannon. Can we... what do we have here? Okay. Alright, so SP is how much it uses on a turn. We can replace the main cannon with the B cannon. 6, 5, 2, 3, and 15. So I guess like the 3-inch blaster and the torpedo are like soften them up kind of weapons, and then the heavy and B type are the hit harder. 90 and 85 they hit respectively. Although the 3-inch hits 80. I can't read these statistics. AT, is that like how much you're hitting for? And HI is like 2 hit percent? Who knows? And we'll never figure it out. Can we use the captain's stripe? Yeah. Will increase the ship's parameters and endurance. Excellent. All right. I think we're good to go. Listen to that. Listen to that wood grain. Oh my God. So good. I've turned to the little jack. Details, man. Details. Everything. We're going south. Let's hit it. Same thing we always do. Start with some crazy magic, and then mop up anybody else that's alive. Vice will take care of this. One of the things that drives me nuts is like, so we're opening the turn the same way every time, and one of the things that Bravely Default does that's really great is that they let you kind of program that in, so you don't have to like do the command every time. What? What? Did we miss it? What is that? Did we miss it? Oh God. Are we lost now? Oh, there's a second graver. I was just gonna attack because it looked like it was only one graver, but
Back off! Alpha Star! Move! Give me strength!
we hit that guy for one. That was a warning shot. Cool, we're just doing another turn, I guess.
Here goes!
All right.
Over there!
As you can tell, these things are real annoying.
Pirates of old, defend our cause!
First time we're using the Skull Shield. Look at that! Hell yeah! Didn't even do anything.
That was easy.
Oh, we got a moonberry. How many more moonberries to get to this last one? No one knows. There's no way to know. We can creates an anti-magic shell around all allies. Seems good. To damage and possibly stone a single enemy. Seems bad. Oh, we did unlock one for Drachma. Tackle. Did we already unlock this? I think we already unlocked this, so we can't unlock his second. All right, we'll just sit on it. Oh right, are we lost now? Yeah, I bet it's like in here or in here, maybe. Let's go this way for a little while. Does that mean we're gonna get attacked by a guy? Are we getting attacked by a guy? No. So many enemies. Get him.
Take this.
Waste of a critical, but all right. Drachma getting it done.
That was easy.
Are we, like, getting sucked in? We're, like, getting sucked in somewhere. Hold on. Where are we go? Is this not the way to go? This is not the way to go. This is aggressively not the way to go. I remember that being bad. Oh god, that was real bad. Just end this.
Moons, give me strength. Thank the moons.
He should be at 1 HP after we get out of this. Oh my god, don't suck me into the vortex. Anybody else need it? All right, all right. Don't get sucked into the vortex. We're moving at about half speed, but still the same, like, encounter rate. It's real annoying.
Moons, give me strength.
Take this.
I think it's the first critical Drachma's ever done.
That was easy.
Black map. What does that do? No way to find out. I'm gonna not get sucked into this vortex. Oh god, we're out of it. Okay. I kind of want to find out what that black map does. Do we not have it? Can we not use it on Drachma? All of this is noticeably worse. There's black map. Map that leads enemy creatures to the holder. Also improves chances for first strike. That seems awful. The encounter rate is so high already. Case in point. Why would we ever want to attract enemies? being lost in this game, like not knowing exactly where the next location is awful. Because the encounter rate is so high that it's hard to even get, like, orient yourself to, like, understand where you are in the world, you know? We bonked that dude. We bonked him good. He missed the run. He would have really done us a favor if we just let him run away.
Pirates of old, defend our cause!
Here goes!
It never does anything. It's supposed to, like,
That was easy.
let Vice always counterattack, I think. But yeah, we I think that might be for bosses. Wait, what is this green? Oh, is that just the sun? I think it's just the sun. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Because it said south from that location. We're gonna resupply and hop into the inn for a second. If I can find the inn. You'd think the inn would be like right here, right? Nope, it's not here. Well, you would think they would give the player everything they would want to revisit immediately. I don't want to try to find the end. Whew, this game is really wearing on me. Dude said it was south of here. Like, if we go south, we just hit the wall here. There's nothing here. Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? I don't know. We're gonna do another run, I guess. More combat. Never play this game. I oscillate between, like, no one should ever play this game and this game is great. We're gonna alpha storm those dudes. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it.
Back off! Alpha Storm!
Yeah, we got all three. Oh, and it isn't that good. That wasn't great. While these idiots are fighting, I'm gonna look up where that mountain is.
We did it!
All right. Hold on. Ship Battle of Chameleon. King's Hideout, we did. Moonstone Mountain. Head south. It just says head south. How do I miss it? It's a mountain. I'm looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah! Over there!
Got him.
Moons, give me strength! Yeah!
Serves them right.
We're certainly doing a lot of grinding. Is this the mountain? This is the mountain. It's not really a mountain, it's more of a mesa, but whatever. We figured out where we're going. We're instantly in more combat with one guy. Bonked him. We bonked him out.
We did it!
All right. Do we need to heal or anything? Not really. Little Jack's a little wounded, but whatever. It's fine. See you later, Vice. I guess. Door's been welded shut. Looks like they're serious about keeping exotoxins in there. All right, well, see you later, guys. Always be saving. Oh, that music change. It's all very serious now. Uh-oh, I think we stepped on some kind of switch. You mean the giant blue panel there? that we couldn't avoid. But doesn't look like anything happened. It's probably nothing. Well, De Loco. Heard that the air pirates have crossed the South Ocean. They're here. They're on their way here. Yes, I ran into them north of Horteca. They narrowly escaped my flame cannon. Yeah, well, fighting air pirates is a bit more difficult than burning down trees, but I guess you already know that. Vice was responsible for my demotion. I will make sure he suffers, and I will prove to the world that I am Valua's greatest admiral. Soon, Galcium will be taking orders from me. I simply don't understand why someone as noble as myself is forced to take orders from anyone other than Empress Theodora herself. Well, De Loco, must be going. I have to exterminate some pirates. That cape swish. This dude sitting behind a desk with his solid gold record. Idiot. Perhaps you should have stared in the mirror a bit longer this morning. I think you have a hair out of place. As for you, Vice, you damaged my precious chameleon. You'll pay for that. Oh yes, you will pay. The next time we meet will be the last. So we're doing 2 boss fights in this one, I guess? Someone just set off the alarm. I wonder who it could be. Ah, Vice. How nice of you to drop by. You just saved me the trouble of finding you. Yes, I know you're searching for the moon crystal as well. You must be trying to rescue Asapa. Good, good. You see, Vice, these mines are full of traps. Too bad for you. You can't escape. You'll never leave these mines alive. The exit just closed by itself. My dudes. I don't know about you guys, but I got a bad feeling about this place. Well, looks like it's locked. Dungeon time. Where is that thing? Where would it be? Oh, it's a sham. Morphs into a sharp cone. I can't see anything else other than that. Okay. I was wondering what his like next stage of evolution is and how many shams I need to do to get there, but apparently the game does not tell me that information. It's a good thing we got lost and used a bunch of magic before we got down here. That's real cool.
Moons, give me strength.
Well, that guy's got a lot of hit points, huh? Oh, we're not using the correct color, I guess. No, he's got like 1,000 hit points. Oh no. My dude. Please don't. We could, Cutlass Fury him. What is he? Green? How do we fight green? According to the convoluted chart. Let's find out. Red. So we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. I guess just attack, guard, attack. Got him.
That was fun.
Hey, there's a guy. Let's talk to him. I haven't seen you around here before. Were you brought in here recently? A man named DeLoco made this mine. It's filled with nasty traps. There's trapdoors all over the place. And remember, a circle doesn't always mean it's the right way. If you can see below, looking down, if there's a mining cart, it'll come back here. Oh, this is gonna be real annoying. This is where you get dumped when you like fall into a trap. This is gonna be so annoying. Can't go that way. Music dramatically shifted. Go through the X, I guess, right? Because it's circle X circle. The one to go through is probably the one that's marked. Got there. Big brain. Over here. Look at this little robot sled. I love it. Digger. That's the dog's name in Anne of Avonlea. Little fun fact for you guys. For all the Skies of Arcadia and Anne of Avonlea fans.
Moons, give me strength.
I suppose we didn't need to do that because those guys can't take damage.
Take this.
Oh man, not a good day for the digger.
That was fun.
Does she have enough magic? She's down to 3. It's probably fine for now. Everyone's at decent hit points. All right. Uh-oh. Aw, beans. Do we have to, like... Oh, God. This is a fucking disaster. Got him! Genius over here. Triangle. 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 Is there a thing in here? One of those flying idiots? We're gonna go down here. Oh, there's 2 mine carts down here. Okay, all right. This is what the guy was saying before. If you see a mine cart, that means you're in a bad situation. What is this? So we gotta go over the one without the mine cart underneath.
Moons, give me strength.
I kind of love that, like, so they kicked off the dungeon with the, like, big bad boss being like, I'm gonna get you with all my traps. And then, like, the first guy we bump into is like, here's how to beat all the traps. Like,
That was
this
easy.
guy thinks it's typical, like, the boss thinks he's smart and the workers are doing all the work. Won't move. Looks like electricity's been cut. Okay, so we gotta turn this back on, I guess. Okay, so which one doesn't have the... It looks like the one on the left does not have the... This one right here. Is there... Where is that thing? Is it a sham? Is it like... Yep. Yep. Alright, we got it. Okay. We'll use it. Even though we, like, never attack with her, we might as well use it. I don't know why it doesn't just use it automatically. Like, there's never a situation where I want to save those up. Oh, we got to jump on them.
Moons, give me strength.
Man, we certainly murdered those 4 people.
That was fun.
We're the good guys. Certainly just nuked them from behind. You know, like people with honor would do. Okay. Is there anything in here? Oh. Pure Crystal 4. Thank you. That's a bed. Are we gonna find the captain of the Blue Rogues down here too? Just treasure chests. Oh, cool. Gold. Literally something I have no use for. The gold is so trivial in this game. You do like a tiny bit of grinding and you're up to like 8,000 gold. Because the encounter rate is so high, it's so weird. She's down to her last shot.
Moons, give me strength.
That was easy.
The like digger machine looks kind of like a hair dryer in a salon, and also like what are those snowmobiles? Those are 2 weird things to put together. We're gonna give her some more magic. We did it. Don't pass under the beams. Is that the idea here? Stealth. I guess that is the idea. Let's go this way. Where's this one? Where's the... That one drops to like that middle platform, I guess. This one drops to a treasure chest over here. I didn't even move. I was coming out of third person. This game, man. The encounters are so wild. They're just chucking guys at you the whole time.
Moons, give me strength.
Got him. Wonked him good. All right, so I assume the way to get past this is to go through like the detection things, and like there's a chest over there, and there's a chest over here, and I want it, so we're gonna fall through this thing. Deloco Mail 1? What does that mean? Suit of armor crafted by Deloco, designed to protect the wearer from enemy attacks. Well, we're officially Deloco now. Wait, I don't understand this math. Oh, this is like if I take this off, those are my base stats. Okay, all right. I guess we only have one place to go now, which is through here. Into the minecart, back to the beginning. Was it worth it? I have no idea. What's up, dude? I did that on purpose, just to let you know. Like, that one was me. Like, I did that one. Look at all these bats. They got big ears and 4 wings. Oh my god, are they all gonna do this? Because that's not cool. There's like 100 of them. Please stop. Thank you. I feel like I should get a cup of coffee or something while we're waiting for each individual bat to murder us. Oh, we get to play. Nope, we still don't get to play.
Moons, give me strength.
That wasn't so bad.
That wasn't so bad. Oof. Oof. Navigating that 3D space is annoying. I don't know if this chainmail that we got is worth it. We're like really backtracked.
Moons, give me strength. That was fun.
Did we open this one? Did we miss this one? Oh. No, we got it. Man, when the music loops, it is a drastic shift. Okay. All right. Now we know we can't go that way because that's the chest direction. This drops down to like a middle platform, although I think we want to go to the right. So the real question is, do we just drop down to the middle platform and like explore that area, or should we go to the right where the game, like, I think wants us to go? I'm gonna check out the middle platform. Oh, this isn't, oh my God. Okay. All right. I really expected us to drop down there, but that didn't happen. And then suddenly I was dodging the beams or whatever.
Moons, give me strength.
Bonk 'em. You got bonked. Well, that's never happened before. That's the first shot a digger has ever gotten off on us.
We did it!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, can we not? Okay, we can. The thrilling ladder adventures. The ladders always take forever. What is the point of being here? Is the point of this to show me that there's a chest down here? Come on. I know where the chests are. Oh no. Is this not where we want to go? Oh no, we goofed it. Does this go down to like a wooden platform down there? Maybe this is where we want to go. How do we get up there? Oh, maybe the wooden platform? I guess this is the only direction we haven't gone yet, right? I think it is. Oh, here we go. Okay, now we choose between 3. Minecart, platform, minecart. This dungeon rules. I thought the traps would be annoying, but this is actually kind of cool. Oh. So, I'm in your home now. You don't look like you're of Lewin. Who might you be? I'm Vice. Are you a Sapa? No, it appears you have mistaken me for someone else. My name is Sentime. Then you're Hans's father. You know Hans? Then you must have been to the village in Horteca. That's where my wife and children are. Everyone's okay, right? Yeah, they were doing just fine, but you should worry about yourself right now. Oh, I'm okay. When I refused to help, they threw me into one of these dungeons. I've been here for quite a while. You were looking for someone named Asapa, right? If so, then you'll need to venture further into the mines. I think I can help. I think it's funny that the dude's like, oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You can leave me in the cell. That's fine. There are elevators scattered throughout the mines. You need to use them to reach the other areas. I can get them working. Cool, cool.
Yay!
Wow, Sentime, you're amazing. Why, thank you. I must advise you, proceed with caution. There's all sorts of traps. I will travel ahead and see if I can disarm them for you. Thank you. You've been a great help. It's the least I can do for you. You rescued me, remember? I'm sure we'll meet again. Good luck. We rescued the nerd. Alright, well I guess we're taking the elevator. Okay, so that elevator is marked down. So we want to find one that goes up, I guess. Above the elevator, there's a little down arrow. So I assume that elevators only work in like one direction, like they're glorified stairs. Elevators glorified stairs? Anyway.
Moons, give me strength.
Bonk 'em.
That was fun.
Up to level 20. Were we here before? We were not. Got a seed. Let's check out what's going on over here. Oh, this is this goes up. I think this is the direction we want to be moving in. So let's check the other direction first. Maybe this is the direction we want to be moving in. That platform drops down. Does that drop down to the green platform there? I can't tell. Let's just go there. Let's just ignore all that.
Moons, give me strength.
That was easy.
Okay, I've changed my mind. We're gonna check this out because we want to go deeper into the mines. So we're gonna see where this stuff goes. I believe that it seems like that will drop down to the green section, or at least this other platform. Should we go up there first before we check this out? Yeah, let's go up there because we can always walk backwards or walk back to this area. This is the most complicated dungeon we've had by far.
Moons, give
All the
me
other dungeons
strength.
that we've had before are like a straight line, basically. Especially like the sewer was like literally a straight line. Oh, with a like couple branches that were like, here's a chest, here's a chest.
Go, people.
We bonked them real good that time with a critical.
We did it.
Oh, this goes down? We're gonna check out this other thing first. Wait, does that put us on the platform? Is this all an elaborate ruse? I don't know. We're gonna try this. That put us in the wrong place. He booped me. How dare he?
We did it!
Wait, did we go the right direction? I think we did? Oh no. Yes, no, yes, this is the right direction. And then we wanna go through the middle one, correct? Yes. We got real roundabout. Like, look at that twin snake pop riveted like shield thing on the wall. That's rad. That's a really cool detail. We want to go up. Kind of wish that we could turn off the random encounters, because at this point they're the worst part about this exploring this dungeon, and being like midway through the dungeon. Critical. It's very rude.
We did it!
I guess we haven't explored what's down here. Blaster 1. Is that a equipment for Drachma, maybe? No. Can we? We can't change on this screen. I don't know what Blaster 1 is. Nothing is here. Oh, thank God we got the jump on these idiots.
Moons, give me strength!
Got him. Those guys are so hard to hit. I feel like I celebrate every hit that I get on them.
We did it!
The local drill 1. local drill is a hand. Heck yeah, let's do it. Well, I guess we went down here.
Moons, give me strength.
I guess we could have just attacked. I could have saved that magic. Definitely could have just attacked.
Serves 'em right.
Look at that drill arm. How is she doing on magic? She only got one shot left. Alright. Okay, so we're not going through that thing again. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Moons, give me strength.
Serves 'em right.
It does serve them right. Alright, let's refuel. Magic. We're using a lot of droplets. It's the 5th time the music's looped now. I think. Oh, we're on the... Okay. Oh. I thought that was a panel on the wall. It's just the steel plating of these ding-dongs. That's not great. You don't love to see that. Wow. Jerks. We're gonna try just attacking these guys.
Moons, give me strength.
Terrible bite. Man, they're really picking on her. Can we, yeah, let's do it. If they're gonna pick on me, I'm gonna pick on them.
Defend our cause!
Hopefully, so Vice should counterattack when we're attacked, but if I manage to kill both of them, then it won't matter. Let's see if Vice will counterattack. He didn't because it was magic. Wow. Wow. Still haven't used that one very well.
Get him!
Man, I wish maybe should have used magic. This is a weirdly long fight.
Thank the moons.
Let's heal up with some items. Might as well. All right. This platform feels like we're making progress. Good, good. Soon, Vice. Very soon you shall die. When you die, I want you to die slowly, and slowly. Real slowly. I want your brains to gush out of your head. Pardon me, Del Loco. I didn't mean to interrupt one of your intellectual monologues. I came to tell you that Vice has broken into the mines. And you figured this out all by yourself? What gave it away? Was it the alarm? Maybe it was the sirens. Yes, well, the fact is he was foolish enough to deliver himself to me. I shall go dispose of him. Another cape swish and he's out of here. You are the fool, Alfonso. The only reason you were made admiral is because of your family. You don't stand a chance against Vice. I should kill him. I want him to die, die, die. Soon, very soon. Alright, we're into a third area. Okay.
Moons, give me strength!
Got him.
That was easy.
Let's open this one first. Healing Solve 2. They were guarding this one. Ah! This is what we wanted, what we came for. Asapa, and who might you be? Are you the High Priest Asapa? The one and only. We're here on a mission from King Oxataka. We're here to rescue you. Ah, well, the king knows what I like. Sending 2 beautiful women to come save me. Oh, good, he's sexist. I have no use for you men. Oh my god. Man, if you just leave us alone for a while. Really? There's no way this dirty old man is a high priest. Oh, aren't you a pretty one? In all my years, I've never seen anyone like you. I believe that you are a Sylvette, am I right? How did you know? I gasped too, and then I coughed. Haha, instinct, my dear, instinct. I'm very observant, especially around women. I could probably guess that goofy girl's measurements. Okay, that does it. I know we gotta bring him back, but the king didn't say anything about bringing him back conscious. Relax. Right now we have to worry about getting out of here alive. Let's go. So, you rescued us up. A very nice hand. But soon you will die. Die a horrible death. And scream and I will laugh. Oh no. Puzzles. What? Yeah, I know. I'm mid-dungeon. I've prepared my favorite room just for you. Please, come in and stay a while. Stay forever. We're running a little long because we're in the dungeon. I kind of want to have breakfast with Shannon, but we can't. We need to figure this out first. At least get to a save point. I guess we're going down here. Yes, we're going this way. Into the death room. Oh, save point. Just like I wanted. All right, well, we're gonna figure out what the death room has in store for us next time. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Thanks for hanging out and watching the video. We're gonna be doing, this is part 9, right? We're gonna be doing part 10. Wow, that's a lot of Skies of Arcadia. Hope you're enjoying it. And we're gonna try to do some art this week. I know I've been putting it off. I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.